Hi everyone, welcome to the IoT Hero Show, my weekly showcase of thought leadership in the Internet of Things. My name is Tom Raftery, I'm the Global IoT Evangelist for SAP, and now, on with the show. Hi everyone, welcome to the IoT Hero Show. My guest on the show today is David. David, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's David Sonnenschein. I am the head of the IoT Startup Accelerator for SAP, basically operating a program globally for engaging startups to help customers accelerate their success in IoT with SAP Leonardo.
Interesting. I mean, SAP is a large global mega vendor. You don't normally think of startups when you think of SAP. Why is SAP, well, no, let's even go back a little further. What's the genesis of the startup program?
So the program itself really started back in 2012 when we were looking for ways to very quickly bring a lot of solutions to market leveraging SAP HANA. And what we saw as a natural evolution of that program was there were amazing companies out there, small, early stage, innovative companies that were out there doing great work in big data and real-time analytics. And we've seen that grow as IoT has grown, to find these companies all over the world doing really great work. Now, they have part of the solution. SAP has the other part of the solution and a lot of the context and information. And so bringing those things together as a solution for the customer, that's really what drove this outreach to the startups themselves. And in terms of the way in which we did it, we really focused on trying to be a single point of contact for the startup to make SAP feel like a smaller company, a company that they could engage with. By doing that, we've been able to develop some great relationships with some really passionate, innovative startup companies and bring complete solutions forward to the customer.
Interesting. Tell me a little bit about the process. If I'm a startup, what do I do? How do I get involved in the program?
Yeah, so the program itself is free. It is invite only in the sense that we have to accept you into the accelerator, but the process is pretty straightforward. Like any of the, if you're a startup, you know the incubator accelerator process most likely. There's an application process. It's a simple process. We review the solution, we review the company and the execution team, right? The executive founding team. As we go through that, we look for a way in which that company fits well with the SAP strategy and offers complementary solutions to the SAP customer. If we find that, we accept into the program. Again, the program's free. We don't take equity. Our goal is to work together to map out that solution, that MVP or minimum viable product, with the startup, and then validate that quickly with both our product teams and with SAP customers who are looking to solve that particular problem or that particular domain.
Okay. Is there a kind of, if I'm a startup in the program and I'm developing a solution, do I get a chance then to put that in front of the SAP customer base?
Yeah, that's a really important point. I mean, one of the key differences between our program and a lot of the accelerators out there, even corporate accelerators, is we're part of the IoT organization. We work with our IoT related customers, which is just about everybody these days. And so when we vetted the startup and the solution and the MVP, or again, minimum viable product, that's integrated with SAP. When we're at that point, then our next step is to find a handful of customers who will engage with the startup and with SAP and work through this process. It is a major difference in the program. The kind of information we get back as SAP, the startup gets back, absolutely valuable to their future, much more than, frankly, our ability to give them money or space, which, by the way, we can also help them with, but that's not a fundamental part of the program.
Okay. And tell me some of the stories that have come out of it, some of the interesting startups maybe, or the kind of solutions they've come up with.
Sure. So one company I love is based out of San Jose called Fetch Robotics. This is a robotics company that is dealing with a new generation of cobots or collaborative robots. These are robots that work in and around people. We have worked with them and integrated their platform and their robotic solutions with SAP Extended Warehouse Management through the SAP Cloud Platform. So now we have a way through tasks that are executing in a standard SAP EWM solution to task robots that are working in and around humans without changing their workflow, their construction of the warehouse, any of those things. This can be done and layered on top and take the burden of moving pieces around the warehouse, let the robot do that work, and let the human do the picking and do the packing in terms of making sure everything is safe. I like that it's sort of end-to-end, but I also like that it is bringing something that really the industry has not seen. It's, we've seen examples of the shut everything down, put robots in there instead of having humans. That's not what this is. This works safely in and around people.
Fascinating. If people want to know any more information around the startup program, how to join, where to go, any other details like that, where should they go?
Yeah, so on sap.com in the innovation area, there is a Startup Accelerator. If you type Startup Accelerator, you will find it. And I would love to hear from customers. There's email links there that are interested in what we're doing. But of course, the real goal from this discussion is that outreach to startups. We're at events, we're at IoT World, we're at Sapphire today, right? Where startups are, we're trying to have SAP also be, especially in the IoT space. And really what we're open. It's an easy process, straightforward. Just get in touch with us. We'll get back to you within a couple of days at most, because we're on the road a lot. But then we'll follow up with a session.
Fantastic. David, that's been great. Thanks again for talking to us today.
All right, thank you very much.